Hello. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. Oh, give me 1 minute. Let me turn my light on. There we go. Now you guys can see me a little bit better. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today. Oh, thank you for coming on today. Thank you for spending your afternoon, your morning, your night, your day with me. Thank you for coming here and bringing your energy. Hello, Anime. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm just saging you in, clearing the air, purifying you, welcoming you. Welcome. Whew. I am feeling really, really good. How is everyone feeling? Let me know if this is your first time with me. And as you come in, I want you to just put in the chat, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for today? Always starting with a grateful heart. I always say that if everything in your life is going wrong, if you're in a season of winter, Gratitude is what's going to bring you back each and every time. You might not like what's going on around you, but there's always something to be grateful for. Even if it's just I am breathing, or I'm grateful that I don't have to paint the house right now, or I'm grateful that I can read a book, or I'm grateful that I have legs to walk. Starting small, and then you can be grateful for the bigger things. So put in the chat, what are you grateful for today? I am grateful for you. I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful to just give you guys the chance to just love a little bit deeper, to feel a little bit more spiritually connected, and to come back to this feeling of home. Jen, I won't be able to stay the entirety. Is there anywhere we can listen to the recording of your lives after they happen? Yes. So they all go on not Insight Timer. We're on Insight Timer right now. They go on YouTube after. So if you just look me up on YouTube, Jenna Rose Janetti, you'll be able to get the whole thing. And then you can watch all of the previous weeks as well. This is also, if you guys need to connect with me, of course you guys can always connect with me here on Insight Timer. But you can also connect with me on any social media platform, and you can find all of that information in the link in my bio. And let me just check that link real quick so everyone has the up-to-date link. So you can go right into my bio. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just going to look into that. Thanks for asking. Okay. And copy. Okay. All right. So, yep, here it is. I'm putting the link in my bio. My link in my bio was my website, which you guys can always go to my website as well, of course. But this link will take you right to everything. So, you can go there. Alright, so hello everyone. If you have no idea who I am, what I stand for, my name is Jenna Rose Janetti. I am a love coach. I help people to come back to unconditional love. I help people to connect deeper with their spirit and to come home within. This looks like deep trauma work. This looks like empowerment. This looks like so much stuff. Not even going to go into it. But we're here right now. Today, we're going to be talking about creating and manifesting our own reality. And I'm excited. So let's read the chat. Grateful for the time to be here today. Yes. Ginger, yes. Beth, I'm grateful for my spending time with my friends yesterday in a native plant garden. Being with plants. Yes, I love that, Beth. And my intention for today is actually to just be. That's my intention for the day, is to just be. Not to force, to only do what I feel I am being to do. So I love that. a galley air conditioning, good air quality, my eyesight. Yes, yes, yes. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful my mother is alive. I'm grateful that you're on here for this platform. Yes, I'm grateful I'm here too. Grateful I finally got to dance my face off on Friday. Yes! I love to dance. Grateful I can see and feel and think and manage myself. Grateful I can use my limbs and digits and mind. Grateful I can breathe. Yes. So with that being said, everyone, let's take a deep breath in. Close down our eyes. And let's just go right into opening circle. If you've been with me before, you know I always open up the circle. If you don't, now you know. So closing down your eyes. And just place your hands on your heart. And breathe in. And breathe out. And bring your awareness internally to this place of love. This place of creation. This place of peace. And breathe into this. And breathe out. Silencing your mind. Allowing any thoughts that are there to just be there. Observing. But silencing. Breathe into that. And breathe out. And if you haven't told yourself thank you yet today, thank yourself for being here. Thank yourself for being alive. Thank yourself for loving. Thank yourself for eating. Thank yourself for breathing. Give this gratitude back to yourself, bringing the awareness of gratitude back to the gratitude for self. And take one more deep breath in. And take one more deep breath out. And now just imagining that you are gathered in the community of Insight Timer. You are gathered in a circle with everyone that's here on Insight Timer, everyone that will listen to this later on YouTube, everyone who will ever watch or receive this recording. And as you gather, start to feel the beautiful light that you are. The light that you are. The light that is not outside of you, but is reflected from the sun. Breathe this light filling up all of your beingness from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, filling yourself up with healing, with love, with gratitude, with peace. And on the next inhale, imagine that you're holding hands with everyone that's here. And breathe in this light that you anchored into your body. And breathe it out on the exhale to everyone that's here. Lighting up everybody that is here. Lighting up every soul, every person. Letting every person that's here through the light that you are sending know that they are supported. Know that they are wanted. Know that they are chosen. And most importantly, they are loved. Let them know that you are here for them. And feel this light coming back to you now. Receiving this light from the source of all that is. Receiving this light from you as you are. and receiving this light from everyone that's here. Feel this deep, deep, deep level of support. Feel this deep level of love. And feel this deep level of peace. And just take one more moment to visualize the circle, knowing that as we continue in this life, that more people will come and join our circle. And just set the intention to just allow them into our circle in love, in peace, in unity. And breathe this in. And breathe this out. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Coming back into this space. Opening up your eyes. Welcome back, beautiful souls. Welcome back. All right, everyone that's here, hello. Hello, Jane. Hello, Levi. Hello, Fiora. Hello, Yulia. Hello, Jess. Hello, Anime. Hello, DJ. Hello, TJ, sorry. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Erica. Hello, Ginger. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Joe. Hello, everyone. So if I didn't say hello to you, hello, 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 hello. So today, we are talking about this idea that we all know that has been just going around the spiritual community, that we create our own realities. And I want to thank, if you're listening, you know who you are, one of the beautiful women in this community. I gave a live last week on Wednesday, and I mentioned that you create your own reality. And she spoke up, and she said, what about the suffering? What about the hardship? What about the misfortunes? I don't feel like that's helpful. However she said it, I'm saying words in my own words. And so I want to invite all of you, always, 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 always. I've said this in every live I think I've ever done, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying this again. Take what resonates. Throw away what doesn't resonate. Ask questions. Disagree with me. I don't have all of the answers. I'm just here as a teacher. But most importantly, I am not outside of you. I am you. And so if something I say doesn't feel good to your body, if it doesn't feel good in your mind, if it doesn't feel good in your gut, it gives you this gut feeling of, ooh, that's not my truth. That's not your truth. That's not your truth, and throw it away. And this goes for me and everyone. Because the beautiful thing, the most beautiful thing about this life existence that we live is the differences. And just like we have a different gender, and just like we have a different culture, and we wear different clothes, and I'm wearing yellow, and we have different personalities, and we have different characters. We have different beliefs. And what works for one person, what is one person's truth, may not be your truth. My truth may not be your truth. So any piece of material, whether it resonates with you or it doesn't resonate with you, from me or anyone else, check in with yourself. How does this feel in my gut? How does this feel in my heart? How does this feel in my mind? And then recognize, is it your truth? The beautiful thing is that this world is founded on different knowings and different truths and different beliefs. And I am here. I stand for authenticity. I stand for the differences. And I stand for the oneness. I'm here to say we are all different. We are all unique. I am not going to change you. I want you to stay the beautiful being that is different from me that you are. And I want us to recognize that at the soul level, at the spiritual level, we are one source, one being, one God, Goddess, absolute spirit, Allah, God, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter what you name it. It's the energy behind it. So, question me. Give me feedback. Disagree with me. That's how I grow. That's how I evolve. And just as I'm teaching you guys are teaching me. Okay? So, can we put in the comments that we commit to both agree and disagree? Say, I agree and disagree. And that's really the secret of a relationship. Let's be honest. Anyone who's in a long-term relationship knows that. The secret is sometimes you just got to agree to disagree. And that's okay. Because in our differences, we can learn. So today, we're talking about this idea that was questioned. And I labeled today's live as I am creator. I am creator. You are creator. We are creator. And in my belief system, in my reality, in my knowing for how I walk my path in my life, maybe not yours, you create your reality. And it's easy to believe that when everything is manifesting good. It was easy to believe that when I got engaged. It was easy to believe that every time I book a client. It's easy to believe that when I'm happy and healthy. But it's not as easy to believe we create our own reality when I lost my grandma and they passed away and my grandpa passed away. And when I had to move away from Sedona. Misfortunes, hardships, pain, sufferings. And so what about all of that? And I really, really, really want to invite all of us to have a group discussion on this today. I want to invite me not to do all of the talking, but I want to hear you guys talk in the chat as well. Because there is a difference in consciousness between the subconscious, the subconscious. Oh my goodness, what is it? The conscious, the subconscious, and the something else. And so not every single thing that is created in this reality is our individual Jenna, Beth, Joe doing. There is a collective. And the truth is we can't consciously, okay? This is why I'm going to drop the mic. The truth is we can't consciously always. How do I want to say this? Let me pause. We create our reality in the way that we perceive our reality. So you may not have control, and a lot of times we don't have control. You may not have control of the things that are happening in your life. You may not have control over the hardship. You may not have control over the abuse or the pain or the sickness. But what you do have control over is the way in which we perceive it. The meaning that we give to our life is what it means. We define our meaning. And I'm going to tell you a story real quick that just came up. I found law of attraction. I found manifestations and all of this. This was back in 2017. And I took everything at face value. And I ended up and some of you guys who have been with me for a very long time, I actually haven't talked about this in a very long time, but it's coming up for a reason, is I ended up in a relationship with a man who was the love of my life at the time who I thought was my twin flame and my soulmate. And in that relationship, I ended up getting abused physically and mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I stayed in that relationship for about 6 months. And the reason I stayed in that relationship was because I had just found this belief that I create my own reality. And I thought that I was creating the reality of him hitting me. I thought that I was creating the bruises on my body. I thought that I was manifesting it. I was manifesting me to get beat. I was manifesting me to get hurt. I was manifesting him to scream at me. I thought that that was all my doing. And so, because that was my toxic, and that was toxic spirituality, that was my toxic spirituality of thinking that I was doing all of this. So I kept staying in that relationship, thinking that I can manifest it to stop. I can stay with him and he can stop hitting me and I can quantum jump. Until one day I meditated, and this is why I love meditation, as I realized that the way for me to create my own reality, the way for me to change the reality that I was in, was not me constantly visualizing that he would stop beating me. It would be to walk away from that relationship, to leave that relationship. And that's what I did. And I didn't stop loving him when I left. I loved him so much. I still love him so much. But I created my own reality by deciding that I was going to move my feet, metaphysically, and walk out of that relationship. I was going to use my words and end that relationship. And when I used my words and I used my actions, because this is an action-based universe, I changed my reality. I created a new reality where I was no longer in a relationship with someone who beat me. I ended up leaving that relationship with bruises all over my body. I left that relationship with 2 black eyes, bruises all over my arms. And I choose the meaning of that experience. I choose how I perceive that. And the way that I've chosen, and again, if this resonates with you, great. If it doesn't resonate with you, okay, throw it away. But the way that I chose to give meaning to that is that that relationship gave me my greatest sense of self-love. Because I can be open and honest, before that, I was just a young girl who gave all of my love away to men. And every ounce of my being that loved myself was in the reflection in the eyes of my partner. And it was in that relationship that literally beat me to the point that I had to love myself. I chose to give the meaning that relationship, and all of the bruises and all of the abuse, was the best relationship for my growth, for my evolution, for my expansion. It got me where I am today. And now I am engaged. I am getting married. And I stayed single. Me and that ex-partner broke up in 2017. And I stayed single. Did not commit to a monogamous relationship until my partner and I actually got engaged. I knew my fiance for 4 years. We were best friends. We tried to be in a relationship. We tried the label. We'd moved. We were open. We were expansive. But that relationship taught me love. It taught me self-love. And so I say all of this, that we create our own reality by bringing to your awareness that you may not create consciously. You may not consciously create what's actually being done to you or what's actually happening to you. But you create the way you perceive it. You create the meaning that you give it. If you're going through a breakup, you get to feel, you get to cry, you get to yell, you get to scream, you get to feel all of it. Just like I did with that breakup. But then you get to choose if this is going to make you or break you. I created my reality by choosing that this relationship was going to be my greatest growth. My other choice would have been to continue all of these years later to have anger and resentment and pain and all of this towards him for hurting me. But I created the reality of forgiveness. Of instead of being mad at him, if I ran into him right now on the street, and let me know if my stories actually help and inspire you or not. Because I do give a lot of stories because I want to tell you guys that I'm not teaching from a place of, I've never been there, this is how you escape it. No. I'm teaching from the place of, I've been through it. I've experienced it. This is how I came through it. This is how I got through it. And now, this is what I'm teaching you based off of my life experience. You get to choose. And that's how you create your own reality. You get to choose to think that this was the worst thing that ever happened because I lost the love of my life, or this cancer was the worst thing that ever happened to me, or this car accident was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Or you can say, because of this experience, because of this experience that I had in my own, that I just gave you guys, now I got to find my fiance. Now I got to find more love. Now I found self-love. Now I get to love more people. Now I get to be more loved by people. If you're going through a breakup, and I keep talking about breakups because that's the essence of what I do. I'm a heartbreak healing coach. I help people out of their trauma through relationships, through pain, all of that. So I give a lot of relationship examples because that's what I've been through. I've been through a lot of relationships. So I can teach on it. You get to choose if this breakup is the worst thing that ever happened to you because you lost the love of your life, or because now you get to love more people. Now you get to be more loved by people. Does this resonate? I'll take a quick pause. I haven't looked at the comments. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Anime. Hello. Does this resonate? Does this help? Thank you for the hearts. I wasn't looking at the chat, so we can't always choose. We can't always control. We don't always consciously create the external, but we create what we perceive. I grew up Catholic. I grew up Christian. And so, as the Bible stated, it said, God created this world in his image. God created this world in his image. And I'm going to tell you, take what resonates, throw away what doesn't. If it's not resonating with you, that's fine. But you are God, goddess. And you are creating the world in your image of how you perceive. You get to choose how you perceive what's happening to you. You get to choose that, and that is the most beautiful part of all of this. The way in which you create your reality is in the way that you choose to see it, in the way that you choose to perceive it. I'll give another example. If this helps, let me know. Does my examples of my life existence help or no? Please let me know. Yes, no. Let's get a gauge. I'll take a pause, and if you have any questions, okay. So I'll get into more intimacy with you. I grew up, as I'm sure many of you guys did, with and I actually don't talk about my childhood that often because I feel like I've healed it until I go down the spiral path and then something else comes up and I'm like, oh, I've healed this in the spiral path. First off, I'm sorry, side note. Everyone who says you're going to heal this and then it's going to be over. No. You heal it and then you go down the spiral path because life is not linear. And then the same cycle comes up and then the same thing that you thought you healed comes back up again. And then you say, I thought I healed this, but then you go deeper into it. And then you go down the spiral path and you're healed and you're healed. And then it hits again. And then you're like, wait, I thought I healed this wound with my mother again. And then you have to go deeper. Healing's never over. Okay? And I'm going to just be blunt and honest. Any person in this world who says you're going to be 100% healed, it's bullshit. You can heal. You can heal. But wanna know what? You're still left with the scar or the bruise. And I don't teach from my wound. I teach from my scar. I say, this is my scar. I've healed it. It's no longer open. I've healed in this way. But there's still a scar there that I remember. So that was a side tangent. What I was going to say is my childhood was very traumatic, as I'm sure many of us had traumatic childhood. And both my parents had struggled with addiction. And when I was a little girl, I was taken away by the foster care system, and I moved around from family member to family member to family member to family member. And I got to choose how I was going to perceive that childhood trauma. I could right now still be pissed and angry and frustrated with my parents. And let's be honest, those waves where that comes up, let's be realistic. But overall, I also got to choose how I actually perceived that. As that was the best thing that I could have chose for myself. If it's true that we choose our parents and we choose our childhood and we choose our first beginning years before we come into this earth, if we do choose that, I would choose that all over again. I would choose my parents. I would choose their addictions. I would choose being taken away. Because I love who I am right now. And in all of that trauma, in all of that hardship, in all of the pain and the suffering, it brought me to where I am today. It gave me the stories and the emotions and the feelings to be the master teacher and coach that I am. I turned my mess into my message. And I want to encourage all of you guys to do the same. And I am telling you that you can be angry. You can be sad. I rage all the time. Let's continue my story because I don't want to speak to anyone else's. But I have every right, if I choose to want to hate my parents, to do that. And if that's what I wanted to do, then I'm right to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with disowning your parents. There's nothing wrong with setting up boundaries. There's nothing wrong with getting angry. First off, I love boundaries, by the way. There's absolutely nothing wrong with boundaries. Boundaries are sexy. But whatever you feel, whatever you're experiencing is good and is right. Anger is good. Anger is good. Sadness is good. The tears are good. It's all a release. It's all a letting go. And so, however you choose to create your own reality is good. And I want to believe in my own belief system. Again, take what resonates and throw away what doesn't. But I like to believe that everything that we choose serves us in some way. And it may not serve you in this moment, but 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you look back on that relationship or you look back on your childhood, you'll realize why that had to manifest the way that it did to get you where you're at right now. I needed, and I'm going really charged, and I understand that it's not an easy topic to talk about, but wanna know what? I am someone that is willing to go where other people are not willing to go. I am willing to talk about the things that people are scared to talk about. I stand for the truth. I am not here to sugarcoat life. I'm happy and positive, but I'm also real. And so I'm being real right now. And I choose to believe that I had and needed to go through that relationship that was abusive, because it now gives me the empathy and the compassion to coach, to teach. I needed to experience the childhood trauma and the mommy and daddy wounds to now help people with the mommy and daddy wounds. I had to go through poverty and be homeless to appreciate and be humble and grateful for the abundant life that I live right now. Because if I hadn't experienced the suffering of poverty, I can promise you guys, I would have been, I wouldn't have been grateful. I wouldn't be grateful for what I had right now. I would have just been entitled. So everything, in my belief, manifests for a reason. Does this resonate? Does this help? So the way we create our own reality is by turning our mess, turning our joys into our message. Our words are spells. And we have to be careful about the spells that we are casting. Our thoughts create our words, and our words become and create our actions. And your actions become your habits, and your habits become your character, and your character becomes your destiny, and your destiny becomes your reality. And I'm going to say that again. I'm going to take away the woo-woo. I'm going to take away the spiritual, although you can't really take the spiritual out of anything because everything is spiritual in this reality. But I'm going to get really grounded on earth. I'm going to get really physical. And I'm going to tell you how you create your own reality from a very physical perspective. You create your own reality because your thoughts become your words. You think a thought, you think, ooh, I love you. And then you say, ooh, I love you. And then you say your words, and your words become your actions. And you say, I love you. And then they say, ooh, I love you. And then all of a sudden, you guys are in a passionate moment and you end up doing the act of making love. Right? I'm using an example. And then your actions become your habits. So you make love with this person, and then you continue to make love with this person, and then they become a lover to you. And then after they're a lover to you, you end up having a relationship with them, and it's now a habit. And then that becomes your character, that now you're a wife. Now you're a lover. Now you're whatever you choose. And then your character becomes your destiny. And then your destiny, until you choose to change it, is, I'm now married. So you create, your destiny becomes your reality. I'm going to actually put that in the chat. So I want to tell you guys to watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. Hold on, I'm going to put this in the chat for you guys. Actually, this went over a little bit. Hold on, I'll put in two things. So watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. Watch your habits. They become your character. Watch your character. It becomes your destiny. Your destiny becomes your reality. And that is how we create our reality. You are the creator of your reality because you are in charge, and only you are in charge of how you perceive what's happening. I am here, people, to hold you as you cry. I am here to be compassionate and love you through all of your suffering and your pain and your illness. I'm here to hold you. I am here to rage with you and scream at the top of your lungs with you as you need to express your anger. I'm here for all of it. And how you perceive what's happening to you is how you create it. You get to choose how you're going to see it, how you're going to perceive it, how you're going to think about it, how you're going to speak about it, how you're going to act about it, what habits you're going to continue, what your character is going to be, and then what your destiny is going to become. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And so this is where I'm going to stop talking and I want to hear from you guys. So let me know, does anyone disagree? Does anyone desire to educate me, teach me, challenge me? Does anyone agree? Does anyone feel truth? Does anyone feel this isn't the truth? All feedback is good feedback. We all have different beliefs. We all have different truths. And this may not be your truth. And that's okay. And we can still be friends. Completely agree. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else? Where's everyone else at? And does anyone have any questions? So I'll open this up for a couple minutes for questions. Questions, answers. Sage. Letting go. Letting go. You are magnificent. You are beautiful. You are loved. And it is my promise that you are deserving of all that you want. And if you're not getting what you want, you will always get what you need. You will always get what you need. It's not easy to say, hey, I want to be a millionaire, and then manifest being a millionaire. It can happen. It definitely can happen. But it might not happen like that. You might not have control over the reality where you are a millionaire, but you can take the action steps. You can speak the words to become the millionaire. You can do the habits to become a millionaire. And then when you have the habits, then you become the character of being a millionaire. And then your destiny is you're a millionaire. And if that's too big of a leap, you change your perspective and choose that no matter what, whether you receive that $1 million or you don't receive that $1 million, that within your being, you can still feel rich, feel abundant, feel treasured, feel wealthy. Because I can promise you guys something, I say this again as someone who, red-handed, I chased money for a long time. Just like I chased love for a long time. And I can promise that the money does not make you rich. The money does not make you wealthy. Because you can have that $1 million in the bank and you can still have poor man thoughts. You can have all of the money to buy everything that you want and still be scared to buy that loaf of bread and choosing the cheaper loaf of bread over the more expensive loaf of bread that's 10 cents more, because you have this belief in I can't, I'm not worthy, I'm not valuable. The $1 million comes when you know your value. The $1 million comes when you know you're worthy. The $1 million comes when you don't need the $1 million. When you feel so rich within your soul, that's when the $1 million comes. The partner, I'm engaged. I searched for him forever. And I can promise you that being with him does not make me feel loved all the time. I know I'm loved. I know I'm always loved, and trust me, he really makes me feel loved. But I still have moments, even though I'm engaged, even though we've created this beautiful life together, I still have moments where I feel, oh, I'm not loved. So having the partner, it's not going to make you loved. It has to come from the inside out. And when you feel loved, and when you feel wanted, and when you feel chosen, then your partner will show you that you're loved. That will show you that he wants you. That will show you that he chooses you. But no one wants someone to say, love me, love me, love me, because I don't love myself. Can you choose me, choose me, choose me, because I'm not choosing myself. I need you to go out to dinner with me right now because I can't go out to dinner by myself, and I really want to go to Apteca, and I really want to go to this restaurant, and I need you to come. And then he says, I don't want to go to Apteca. And you say, yeah, but okay, we have to go to Apteca. No. Choose, if you want to go to Apteca, choose to love yourself and go to Apteca by yourself. Apteca is a restaurant here in Pittsburgh. It's my favorite restaurant. So, release, let it go. Any questions? And I'm going to lead us into a very brief, and I always say brief meditation, but this one is going to be brief. A real brief body meditation to ground all of this in. A couple updates. If you guys have resonated with all that I'm saying today, if this rings true to you, and you're not yet following me, please make sure to follow me. I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Moving forward, I have to make a live still for Friday. But next week, I'm actually going to move my live up 30 minutes. So that's going to change. It will start at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. I go to yoga right before, and I've been feeling a little bit rushed going to yoga and coming home and getting ready and then coming on here. So I'm going to be moving that up 30 minutes. On Wednesday, I have a live scheduled. A funny story with this. Yesterday, I said to my fiance, I said, what live should I do on Wednesday? And he said, how to still love your partner when he doesn't want to paint the living room. And it was a joke, but earlier in the day, we're in the middle of painting the living room. And we had a discussion because I wanted both of us to paint the living room and he didn't want to paint the living room. And so that's the name of the title. I actually took it. And it's all about unconditional love. It's all about coming into love when love is challenging, when love is reflecting back at you what you don't want. And so if you want to attend on Wednesday, it is called How to Love Your Partner Even When He Doesn't Want to Paint the Living Room. Because we need to bring childlike play into our lives. And then on Friday, there's going to be a question and answer. Okay, so Friday will be completely open. Come with any kinds of questions you guys have about spirituality, consciousness, heartbreak, love, inner child work, any of that stuff. And then I'm in the midst right now of creating a new course, Heal Heartbreak, Make Love, here on Insight Timer. That was originally a group coaching program that I'm turning into a course here on Insight Timer. If you guys have any suggestions and any other meditations or courses or workshops or lives that you would really love for me to talk about, please let me know. Please reach out to me. Do not be a stranger. I'm never going to push you away if you come up in my inbox. And if you guys really resonate with what I'm saying, I am accepting 2 new clients. And you can check out all of the information in my bio. You can just go to the link and you can schedule a one-on-one call. So that's it. So I'm going to invite everyone to close down your eyes, and I'm going to lead us into a really quick meditation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone that showed up today. Thank you for everyone that came and brought your magic and your love, because all you guys are is magical, loving beings. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the feedback. Again, all feedback is good feedback. So please let me know what you thought of today, what you felt about today, and all of that good stuff. So I can evolve, I can grow, I can improve. So here we go. And let me know how the music is, if you can hear the music. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Welcome to today's beautiful meditation. In today's meditation, we will be doing just a short, brief body scan meditation to anchor in the idea that we are creator, that we can have, we can be, we can do all that we desire. We may not be able to control everything in our external world, but we can change the way that we perceive. We can change the way that we feel. We can choose to change the actions that we take. So when you're ready, start to anchor in the breath. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and bringing into your mind's eye something that you want to create, something in your life that you may desire to change. And in your third eye, in the spot right between your brows, visualize this, see it, notice it. And then for a moment, visualize and see where you're at right now. Where are you at right now? And visualizing once more where you want to go, whom you want to become, what you desire to create. And bring this vision up through the crown of your head and see this vision planted high in your crown chakra. And feel this vision, this energy, of this new creation shining down like a beautiful star, ready to ignite and move you into this reality. Breathing in, breathing out, and bringing awareness to the crown of your head, to your mind, to your thoughts. What thoughts do you need to think to become this version of yourself? What thoughts do you need to think to be this version of you? What are the thoughts of the version of you? What thoughts need to escape? What thoughts need to come? And bringing the awareness and this light of your new reality down to your ears. What sounds do you hear? What does it sound like to be in this new reality? Bringing your awareness to your nose. What does it smell like to be in this reality? Bringing your awareness to your mouth and your tongue. What does it taste like to be in this reality? Bringing your awareness down to your throat. What words do you need to speak to be in this reality? For your words or spells. Bringing this light of awareness down through your arms and your hands and your back. What do you need to let go of that you're holding on to that can no longer serve your future reality? What strength do you need to build to be able to carry and support the new reality? And bringing this light down into your heart. What feelings do you need to feel to be in this reality? What does it feel like to have to be this reality? Bringing this light down into your gut. What gut instincts do you need to listen to that are nudging you into this reality? Bringing this light down into your pelvis, bringing your awareness to your creation. What pleasure do you need to move into this reality? And grounding this light into the earth, into your root, moving down into Mother Earth. Grounding this idea into action. And bringing this light down into your legs, trusting that every step that you take, every move that you make, every path that you walk down will take you to this new future reality. And breathe this in, breathe this out, seeing this reality, merging with this current reality. Having gratitude for that future version that is now the current version, bringing the thoughts, the feelings, the words, the gut instincts, the action steps, the creation, and the pleasure all back into this reality. Feeling as if you already have it, so you no longer need it. Breathing in and breathing out. And wiggling your fingers and your toes. Opening up your eyes when you're ready. And coming back into this space. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, beautiful souls. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your light. Thank you for sharing your love. Thank you for spending your time and your energy here. Thank you for being the love and the light that you are. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you guys. I see you. Life's not always easy, but it's my promise that if we choose to make it fun, it can be. We can find gratitude in every moment. And if you are in a season of winter where everything feels like it's dying and nothing feels like it's working out, I want you to know that you're not alone. I've been there before. And you can find your way back to summer. Because after winter always comes spring. You won't be in winter forever. And after spring is always summer. There are seasons. Trust where you're at. Trust that wherever you're at right now is where you need to be to manifest the life that you want. And sometimes you have to experience things you don't prefer to have the lesson and the knowing and the understanding of the person you want to become. You don't get there overnight, literally, but you can have anything you want. So let's close down this circle, closing down your eyes one last time. Breathing in, breathing out. And imagining all 76 of us gathered together in the circle that we created at the beginning. Notice how this circle has grown. Notice how this circle has become bigger and brighter since we started. Seeing the light of everyone that is in this circle. Seeing everyone showing up just as they are, in all that they love, in awe of their pain, supporting one another, holding one another, and loving one another, respecting each and everyone's beliefs and differences, and recognizing that your belief, your knowing, your truth may be someone else's not truth. Recognize that we all carry our own truths. And one truth is not our truth. There is no one truth in this reality. That is the fabric of the beauty of this earth. The different lands, the different seas, the different people, the different cultures, the different languages. One earth, many beliefs. So breathe this in, breathe this out, placing your hands on your third eye, palms facing up, bowing down, seeing each other. Bring your hands down into your heart, bowing down, namaste. For my soul recognizes your soul, that we are one soul in many bodies. I love you. Thank you. And Colleen, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Blessings. I love Africa. I love, love, love Africa. South Africa was one of my favorite places. If you enjoyed today, feel free to leave a donation of gratitude. Check out all that I do off of Insight Timer by following the link in my bio. I have 2 spots available for coaching, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. I love you. Follow if you're not already. Have a beautiful day, guys.